Fox Carolina, the Midday News.
Well, welcome back to the Midday News on Fox Carolina. One Upstate senior is heading to Miami to compete in creative writing after receiving the Young Arts Award with distinction. The National Young Arts Week is a chance for young artists to share their work and receive mentorship from leading artists in their field. And joining me now from the Governor's School of the Arts and Humanities is senior Liv Waller. Thanks so much for stopping in.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's a really exciting time for you. I know you're heading to Miami on Sunday.
That's right.
It's all kind of surrounding this idea of creative writing. So how did you get started with creative writing?
Well, I mean, as far back as I can remember, it's what I said I wanted to be when I grew up. I've always loved to read. I've always had a big imagination, so it just kind of came naturally.
I'm glad that it comes naturally to you. I remember from my time in school, creative writing was not my forte. But tell me about your creative writing. What kind of inspires and influences you?
Well, I just like to pay a lot of attention to the world. I love to kind of watch what people do and say, and it's just, I don't know, it's interesting to me, and I want to talk about it. I want to put these things out into the world.
Yeah, and share it with others, which is so cool. Tell me a little bit more about what exactly the Young Arts Award with distinction is.
So I think that there's usually about 20 writers across the country that get the award with distinction, but I think throughout all the arts areas there's about 200 maybe. So next week, as we've already said, I get to go to Miami and spend the week doing workshops and master classes with professionals in my field, so authors for me, and yeah, we get to watch performances every night.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah.
I feel like you're being very humble, too. Like, we should give you credit. 20 people in the country for creative writing. That is huge. So congratulations.
Thank you.
When did you find out you were a recipient, and what was that reaction like?
Well, I actually found out on my birthday.
Best birthday gift ever.
Which was crazy. Yeah, I got a phone call. And at first, like I got the phone call at like 4:58 or something, and their office closed at 5. So I didn't pick up the phone at first, and I was trying to call back.
You're like, we're gone for the day.
I know. I finally got a hold of them, and she told me, and I cried. I was so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. I mean, I would cry too. It's such an exciting moment for you.
Yeah.
You kind of talked to me a little about what's happening in Miami. Is there one thing you're the most excited for, or just how valuable for you as a writer to have all those resources available?
Yeah, I am really excited to meet people, other writers from around the country, people my age, people younger than me in high school, and of course the teachers. I think it's going to be a really great opportunity to make connections.
And I know coming up you're going to be eligible, let's see, Rachel, can we move down a little bit, to receive another award. We're gonna get there. Nominated to, Rachel, to become a U.S. Presidential Scholar. That's what it is in the arts. Tell me more about that.
Well, I think that Young Arts is the only nominating body for the U.S. Presidential Scholar of the Arts. I think the U.S. Presidential Scholar began just for academics, but then in the 70s they created an arts section too. Yeah, I could be nominated for that, and I would get to meet the president.
Well, that would be very cool.
Yeah.
We are rooting for you in that. Any future goals for you with your writing?
I would just love to continue with it forever, really. I hope to major in creative writing English in college. I hope to get an MFA. That's my big goal, and just kind of be a part of the writing world.
Yeah, well, you're clearly off to a very successful start so far. So congratulations. Have a great time next week. Thanks so much for stopping today.
Thank you.
I don't know, Chrissy, I feel like Miami sounds a lot nicer weather than what we're in store for this